Hello, welcome back to my 1954 Milwaukee Braves replay. I started this replay with replay baseball and have since switched to payoff pitch. Still using replay computer like I am with my other replays. This one is not as played. I'm put the trades with the teams that they played with the most. So whichever team that the player had the most appearances or at-bats or innings pitched with is the team that they went on for the whole year. So that's a handy option you have when you start your season in replay. So as you can see, my Milwaukee Braves are it's Saturday, June the 12th. At this point, we are 28-27, 4.5 games behind the Chicago Cubs of all teams. This year, in 54, the Giants won the pennant, and at this point, they are 28-30. Six games behind the Chicago Cubs. Currently, we are on a 3-game losing streak. We've lost the last two to the Giants, and then we lost yesterday 5-1 to the Phillies. Today we are facing the Phillies. Robin Roberts is going for the Phillies. He is 11-5 so far with a 2.45 ERA. He will be going against Lou Burdett, who is 3-4 with a 3.07 ERA. Yesterday, Warren Spahn got beat in the 5-1 loss, so he is underperforming a little this year. Gene Conley has been our best pitcher at 6-3 with a 2.23. So this will be game number 56. So let's head on out to the ballpark.
Replay Radio is live from Milwaukee. Top of the first.
So as usual, using replay to input my stats, I've been able to figure out how to get some of the screen onto my desktop. So let's switch over to that. I'm able to get the line score up in the upper left-hand corner, and then the hitter and pitcher matchup. That will change as I'm inputting different things, but it'll come back when we get to the next batter. So I thought that would add a little ambiance to the game, and you can keep track of the outs and the inning along with our normal stuff. So Richie Ashburn will lead it off for the Phillies. As you're able to see there, he's batting .289 with no home runs and 9 RBIs for the year. So here we go. 9 is tough. 29 versus a righty, and that's going to be a single for Ashburn. That's a hard grounder into right field, so in between O'Connell and Adcock. And the Phillies lead off with a base runner. So his steal rating, hold on just a sec. So that'll be a single for Ashburn. His run rating is 3C. So we got a 9, so he will not be advancing. That brings up Willie Jones. He has an 11-12 sacrifice. So that would be an 8, so he will not be trying to sacrifice over. So let me advance the runners here. So Ashburn will single, rather. That brings up Willie Jones. He's batting .265 with 4 home runs and 20 RBIs for the year. So 8 is in play, 84. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. His double play rating is 9. Burdette says 9, and we rolled an 8. So that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. That will be the fourth double play that Willie Jones is hit into. That's 6-4-3 double play. Here's the second out. So that'll bring up Earl Torgeson, Philly first baseman. He is 286 with 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. So he will be up with 2 outs. Nobody on. 4 is Tough, 37. And that's going to be a triple. So that's deep off of the left field wall. Takes a bad bounce from Aaron. Hank Aaron in left field, and Torgeson goes the opposite way for a triple. And that will be his 4th triple of the year. Triple number 4. That'll bring up Dale Enos. 2 outs. He's batting .220, 7 home runs, 37 RBIs, which is tops for the Phillies in run and RBIs. So Burdette looking here to retire Dale Enos. It's in play 31. Lou Burdette doesn't have a wild pitch number. So in play 31. That's going to be a pop out to third, or to Joe Adcock, out over in foul territory. And he squeezes it. And the Phillies are retired. No runs, 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. So that double play proved to be very valuable to the Braves. So that'll bring up Bill Bruton leading off here. So Bill Bruton will lead off against Robin Roberts, who again is 11-5 with a 2.45 ERA. So he is having a very good season. Bill Bruton's batting .297, 2 homers, 220 RBIs. He's leading the National League with 17 stolen bases, been caught just 3 times. 9 is Tough, 47 versus a righty, and that's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. So Roberts throws out the speedy Bill Bruton. One away. Johnny Logan is 278 for the year so far. 5 home runs, 25 RBIs. Eight is in play, 0-1, and that's going to be a double. That's a drive down the left field line over the head of Jones. Dale Enos runs to the corner, fires it back in, but Johnny Logan is in with a stand-up double. See, that will be his... Oh, I got to enter it first. That will be his 10th double of the season. Logan hits double number 10. So he's a 3A, so to steal third, he would need snake eyes, and we got an 8 there, so he won't be going. Eddie Matthews is started out on fire, been in a bit of a slump lately. He's batting .226, 16 home runs, 44 RBIs. He's 4 off the pace. Hank Sauer has 20 for the Cubs, who are overperforming and in first place. Robin Roberts will face Eddie Matthews here. 6 is tough. That's 87. And that's going to be a ground ball to Hamner, which will advance the runner. So Logan will get to third. Matthews is out 4-3. And that'll bring up Joe Adcock, who's having a very good year. He's batting .335. He has 9 home runs, 42 RBIs, which is second behind Matthews. Looking for a clutch out or 2-out clutch hit. So that's in play 06. And that's going to be a double. That's the line shot that splits the gap in left center field. And it'll go to the wall. Ashburn runs it down, fires it back in, and the Braves are up 1-0. And that's the 14th double of the year for Joe Adcock. He continues his great year. So that's a double. And his 43rd RBI. Adcock doubles number 14. So Andy Pafko will be up next. He has struggled the entire year. He hit .286 in real life. Thus far, he's hitting just .218 for the replay. Now would be a good opportunity to get 2 runs against Robin Roberts. That's a great way to start. 12 is defense. That's going to be an error check on the third baseman. Willie Jones is a 5, which is the best. So 1-26 will be an error. Anything else, an out. And we rolled a 29. So that's an out. And that will be a ground ball. Willie Jones is able to field it. Fires over to Torgerson. But not before the Braves can get on the board. 1 run on 2 base hits, 2 doubles. No errors, 1 runner left. After 1-0 Milwaukee. Granny Hamner steps to the plate. .272, 4 home runs, and 31 RBIs for the season. The lead off here, righty versus righty. 10 is ballpark, 25. Hamner's a righty, so that won't make the wheelhouse. County Stadium is a pitcher's park, so that'll be in play. So 1-29 for Hamner. And he rolls a 0. Now something's supposed to happen there, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to re-roll. So he gets an 11. So that's going to be a single. That's a long single into the gap in center field, but Bruton is able to cut it off before Hamner can make it to second. So Hamner's steal rating is a 3D. He rolled a 10, so he won't be going anywhere. Mel Clark, left fielder. It's .233 with no homers, 6 RBIs. His sacrifice bunt rating is 10 or 12. And he got a 4, so he's not going to be bunting. He had 5 sacrifice hits for the season. Matthews is in at third, though, just in case, expecting the bunt. 7 is in play, 32. Again, no wild pitch rating, so in play 32. That's going to be a pop out to the second baseman, out over in foul ground. O'Connell calls off Adcock, and he puts it away for out number 1. So Lou Burdett's able to entice Mel Clark to pop out for the first out of the inning. Bobby Morgan, former Dodger, is batting .278, 6 home runs and 28 RBIs, so he's having a pretty good year so far. The Braves are at double play depth. 4 is tough, 24, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. First strikeout of the day for Burdette. And Morgan whiffs, and that brings up Gus Narrows. Now, I don't have a card for him. I can't find him in the extra players, so I'm just going to let the replay do him. And so he flies out to center field.
No runs, one hit, and one left on. Bottom of the second.
So he flies out to center field to end the inning. No runs on a hit, one runner left. In the bottom of the second, Braves still up by 1. So that'll bring up Hank Aaron to face Robin Roberts. This is Hank's rookie season. So far, he is batting .264, 5 home runs, and 22 RBIs. So that's an in-play 75, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Richie Ashburn in center field. He squeezes it for out number 1. Del Crandall, captain of the Milwaukee team. He's batting .207, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs. He gets a tough 86. And that will be a ground ball to shortstop. Bobby Morgan is able to make the play and throws him out for out number 2. Denny O'Connell, transplant from Pittsburgh, his first year with Milwaukee. He is hitting .332, no homers, 17 RBIs. So he got off to April was a bad start, but he has kicked it in since then. 4 is in play, 05, and that's going to be a line drive into the alley. Again, Ashburn is able to cut it off, but not before O'Connell is in with his 10th double of the year. So the Braves have got their doubles going today. The third double of the game so far for the Braves. So O'Connell is a 3D. So again, in order to try to steal third, he would need snake eyes. And that brings up Lou Burdette with 2 outs. So far, he's batting .083 with 3 RBIs and 1 walk. 7 is in play, 98. One good thing about the PDFs of 54 is that they actually have quite a few of the pitcher hitting cards in this set, which I kind of like. So I don't have the generic. You actually have the left-right splits. He has his own run rating, which is nice, not just the generic one. So I actually like that about this 54 PDF set. But anyway, 98, that's going to be a fly ball to Del Enos in left, and he makes the play, and that's the end of the inning. So O'Connell's 2-out double goes for naught. And Robin Roberts will lead off the Philly third. He is hitting .143 with 8 RBIs so far. A couple walks. Not too bad for a pitcher. 4 is tough, 49 versus the righty, and he will go down swinging. We'll bring up Richie Ashburn. He singled and was erased on Willie Jones' 6-4-3 double play. 9 is tough, 20. And that's going to strike out Ashburn swinging. He don't strike out a whole lot. But Lou Burdette got him that time. So back-to-back strikeouts. And that will bring up Willie Jones with nobody on and 2 away. 7 will be in play. 14 versus a righty. It's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Logan or O'Connell, neither one are able to field it. And Bruton tosses it back in. And the Phillies have a 2-out base runner. Willie Jones is a 3B stealer at a 7, so he will be holding tight. Earl Torgeson tripled and was left stranded there in the first. So we got a 6, which is in play, 19. And that's going to be another single. That's a soft blooper into short right field. Willie Jones is a 7 runner, so he will automatically make it to third. And the Phillies have 2 outs with runners on the corners. Second hit of the day for Torgeson. That'll bring up the dangerous Del Enos. Not having his best year, but he definitely has the power to put the Phillies on the board here. He fouled out to Adcock to end the first. 6 is in play, 24. Ooh, just out of the range. So that's going to be a pop out over in foul ground. Once again, O'Connell will call off Adcock, and he will put it away. So big foul out there. And once again, the Phillies aren't able to get the clutch hit they need. And they have left 4 runners on after 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Milwaukee's still up 1-0. So Robin Roberts will face the top of the Milwaukee lineup with Bill Bruton. He bounced out to Roberts to lead off the first. 10 is Patient, 43, and that's going to be a single. It's a sharp liner that drops in front of the left fielder, so Bruton goes the other way. And he is on first. So he's a 5C. He got a 10, so he won't be going anywhere. That'll bring up Johnny Logan, who is a B bunter. So they're going to bring in Willie Jones at third, anticipating the bunt. Let's see. Neros is not. He's got a 4-arm. Let's try the hit and run. So that's Wheelhouse 08. That would have been a home run. So when you get a Wheelhouse in the hit and run, you need to go to the chart here. And he got an 8. So that's going to be a double. So that's, and 3 stars, so Bruton will score from first, and that will be the second double of the day for Johnny Logan. 11 for the season. See what kind of double it was. That was a line shot into left center field. Ashburn retrieves it. Johnny Logan drives in his 26th run of the year. RBI gives him his 11th double of the season. So Robin Roberts is having a tough go here. So it looks like they're going to bring in Torgeson, but I would say let's switch that. If they're going to bring in anybody, it will be the third baseman. So Willie Jones is in at third. Matthews did have 3 sacrifice hits that year, but he is not going to to try to bunt. We're going to let him hit away. So that's tough, 12. And Robin Roberts unleashes and strikes him out swinging. Big strikeout for Robin Roberts there. So Matthews comes up empty for out number 1. And give Joe Adcock a shot. They could walk him here. Adcock has been very hot. But again, Pafko has some decent home run power, even though he has been underperforming. So they'll go ahead and pitch to Adcock. He doubled in the first run of the game back in the first. So 4 is in play, 21, and Adcock connects again. So that's a line drive into center field. The runner on second scores. So Logan is able to scoot around the bases, and that puts the Braves up 3-0. 2 RBIs on the day for Adcock. Gives him 44 for the year, which ties him with Eddie Matthews for the team lead. Adcock is a 3F, got a 4 on the steal. So that'll bring up Andy Pafko. The Phillies are looking for a double play here, double play depth. He bounced out to Willie Jones to end the first. 6 is tough, 91, and that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Got a 6 and 8 double play for Pafko, 7 for Roberts, so that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And Andy Pafko's struggles continue. Let's see, that will be the 7th time this season Pafko is hit into a double play. That rally killer for sure. Seventh time he hit into a double play. So we did get 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors, and nobody left. So after 3 complete, the Braves are up 3-0. So Lou Burdette will come back for his 4th inning of work. Leading off will be Granny Hamner, who's led off the 2nd with a single. Batting .275 for the season. 5 is Patient, 74. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bill Bruton. He runs it down for the first out of the inning. Mel Clark, he fouled out to Danny O'Connell, his last at bat. 7 is in play, 54. And that's going to be a ground ball to Eddie Matthews at third base. Fires on to Adcock, and quickly there are 2 away here in the Philly 4th. Bobby Morgan, strikeout victim, his first at bat. .12 is Wheelhouse, 07, and he takes it deep. That's down the left field line. Aaron runs to the corner, but he won't get to that one, as it is gone. Home run number 7 of the year for Bobby Morgan. And the Phillies are on the board. Three to 1. Home run number 7. That would be his 29th RBI of the year. It's the 9th home run given up by Lou Burdette in 85 innings. So again, this is Narrows. I don't have a card for him, so we'll let replay do it. That's a short fly out to left field, inning to inning.
1 hit, and none left on.
So as you heard the man, 1 hit, 1 run.
Bottom of the 4th.
right, 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Braves. Seeing if they can. They've got Robin Roberts on the rope, seeing if they can put him away here. Hammer and Hank Aaron. Flied out to center field, his first at bat. 10 is Patient, 21, and that will be a walk. That's the 7th walk of the year for Hank Aaron. He is a 3D at a 10 on the roll. He will not be making any attempt to steal. Dale Crandall, who is a 6 double play rating to Robert's 7, is a double play candidate. He did have 6 sacrifice hits. Let's let him hit away. Willie Jones is in at third, anticipating a possible bunt. 6 is Tough, 14, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. That's the second strikeout today for Robin Roberts, who only has 17 walks in 143 innings. And is pretty impressive. 1 away for Danny O'Connell. He doubled, but was left stranded there in the second inning. His 10th double of the season. So he's got a 4, which is in play, 25, and that's going to be good enough for a single. That's blooped over Hamner's head into right field. Aaron is a 7. Oh, let's see. There's only 1 out, so he has the opportunity to go to third. Clark's arm is a 9. He runs 7. Let's go for it. Got the pitcher coming up. So 1 to 7, he will for sure make it. And he does. So Clark is not able to get him at third. And the Braves have runners on the corners. I'll bring up Lou Burdette. Robin Roberts had 29 complete games and 38 starts. The Phillies don't have a lot of relief pitching because their starters finish just about everything. So the Phillies are at double play depth, not expecting a bunt or anything. I could bunt, but see, his double play rating is 7. There's a good chance he'll strike out, so we'll just let him hit away, see what happens. 6 is Tough, that's 11, and he did indeed strike out, swinging. 2 away. So we'll see if Bill Bruton can deliver the 2-out clutch hit. He has singled and scored in 2 at-bats. So that will be an in play. However, it's a 94. So that will be a fly ball out to right field. And Clark. Oop, in a second. Hit it to the wrong person. That's a fly out to right field. And Roberts is able to get out of the inning. No runs on a hit. 2 runners left. After 4 complete, 3-1. Robin Roberts will lead off things here in the top of the 5th. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. 11 is defense. That's going to be an error check on Adcock at first base. He is a 4. So here at County Stadium, 1 to 36 will be an error. And he got a 19, so that is indeed an error. See what kind of error. That's a 2-base error. So Adcock boots it, and that will put Robin Roberts at second base. That's an error. Better safe at second. 2-base error. So that could come back to be bad. is Adcock's 4th error of the year. All right, that brings up Richie Ashburn, who 10 to 12 will try to sacrifice 10 or 12. He rolls an 8, so he's going to hit away. We got Joe Adcock in at 3rd, just expecting the bunt. So 7 is in play, 43, and that will be a foul out to Joe Adcock. So Adcock squeezes it. So Lou Burdett's able to get that important first out as he gets Richie Ashburn to pop out. That brings up Willie Jones, who's grounded into a double play and singled. 267 for the year. 9 is tough. 0-6, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. Strikeout number 4 of the day for Lou Burdett. And that brings up Earl Torgeson, which I have a hard time saying for some reason. He's 2 for 3 with a triple. Got his average up to 294. 6 is in play, 54. And that's going to be a ground ball to Eddie Matthews at 3rd as Torgeson goes the other way. Throws on to 1st. And the Phillies aren't able to capitalize on Joe Adcock's 2-base error. Bottom of the 5th. Johnny Logan, second hitter, will lead off. He has doubled twice, knocked in 1 run, scored twice. So he is having a good day against the Philly ace. 8 is in play. That's a 75. That's going to be a fly ball to center field for out number 1. Eddie Matthews, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out and struck out. He will strike out some for sure. I'd love to see it get his average up a little bit. 10 is patient, 67, and that will be a walk. So he walks for the 42nd time today, or for the year rather. So he's a 4B, rolled a 10, so he will not try to steal. Joe Adcock is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Phillies at double play depth. We've got a 4, which is in play, 0-2. And that's going to be another double. So that's grounded down the line, past Willie Jones and into the corner. All runners score. So Eddie Matthews is able to chug around. Del Enos is not able to track it down. Look, that's going to be a double plus. So, a big clutch hit for Joe Adcock as he drives in his 3rd run of the day. It is now 4-1 Milwaukee. So that's Adcock's 15th double of the season. That's the 5th double for the Braves today. They are just doubling Roberts to death. So Adcock is a 3F, got a 4, so he's not going to go anywhere. And Andy Pafko grounded out twice, once into a double play. 7 is in play, 43. And he lines hard to Hamner. When you're going poorly, even the ones you hit hard can't find a hole. So that's the 2nd out for Roberts, and that brings up Hank Aaron, who's flied out and walked. I'd like to drive in another run here if we can. That's 7, which is in play, and looks like we're going to do it. That's a 12, so that's going to be a single. Ball blooped over Hamner's head into right field. Adcock is a 7, so he will be able to score on that with 2 outs. And it is now 5-1. Milwaukee. That's the 23rd run of the year driven in by the rookie. He is a 3D, but he will not be going anywhere. So Del Crandall is 0 for 2. Roberts trying to get out of this inning here. 12 is defense. That will be a range check for the center fielder. Ashburn is an he's actually a B. So that would be 1-35 will be a hit here in County Stadium. And he rolls an 80. So that's going to be an out. And that's going to be a deep fly, so Crandall gives it a ride. And Ashburn is able to track it down at the wall for out number 3. So 2 more runs for the Braves on 2 base hits. There were no errors. They left 1 runner on. So after 5-1 Milwaukee. Hopefully we can get some, I said we're 3-7 in our last in our last 10, so hopefully we can get some traction here. I don't think the Cubs will stay in first place, and like I said, the Giants, who did win the pennant, are underperforming, so they have an opportunity. It could be an interesting year. So Lou Burdette will face 4, 5, and 6 here in the 6th. Del Enos is fouled out twice. So he got a wheelhouse 66 versus the righty Burdette. So he got a pitch to hit, but he's not able to do anything with it. He hits it hard to O'Connell at second. O'Connell's able to field it, and he throws him out. So Burdette got away with that pitch. Granny Hamner is 1 for 2. That'll be in play 06, and that's going to be a double for Granny Hamner. That's a liner into left center field, cut off by the left fielder. But not before Granny Hamner is able to get to second. That'll be his 14th double of the season. Mel Clark is 0 for 2. Let's see, Hamner is a 3D. One thing I've been thinking about doing, I know that Inside Pitch has automated steals and things like that as well, but they say that if the runs differential plus the innings is greater than 10, that stops. I think that's a good idea. I'm thinking about using that in this game. So there's 4 run differential this is the 6th inning, so that's 10. So that would cut off any automatic steals or bunts. So I think I might go with that. Sounds reasonable. So that's a 10. So that's a ballpark 13. And that's going to be in Mel Clark's wheelhouse. 37. Ooh, just out of his range. So that's a pop out to Adcock in fair ground. Adcock calls everyone off, and he gets it for out number 2. So that's 2 away. So Hamner's still at second. Bobby Morgan, who hit a solo home run, his 7th home run of the year. He had 14 rather in real life, so he's already halfway to his real life performance. So that's in play 72. That's going to be hit out to Bruton in center field. And he will get it for out number 3. So the Phillies leave another runner on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Braves still up by 4. Danny O'Connell, 2 for 2 today. Has his average up to 338. Second behind Joe Adcock's 344 for the team lead. That's tough. Well, that's a rare play, 5. So that batter hits ground ball to shortstop, pulls up lane, trying to beat the throw to first base. Now this one, it never does say if he beats it or not. It says he tries to beat it, but it doesn't say if he's safe or not. So let's use the decider die. So did he make it? Yes, so he was able to beat it out. But he come up lame. So let's give him his single here. Do an injury check because I'm not doing as played in this one. So I am doing the injuries. So far, the Braves haven't been hit too bad. So O'Connell's injury is durable. So we will roll the... So he got a 33, and that's, as you can see, undurable. That's player okay, no injury. So he got the infield single. Trainer checks him out. Checks out okay. And he is on first base. Lou Burdett. I think we're going to bunt this time. They've got Willie Jones in at third just in case, but I'm going to let him hit away. So 5 is tough, 83. So that's outside of his strikeout range, but still outside of the single there too. So 83, that's a ground ball to shortstop. 7-7-5, so he hit into a 6-4-3 double play. 6-4-3. That will retire both of those fellas. 6-4. Out number 1. 6-4-3. Double play for out number 2. Let's see, that will be Burdett's second time hitting into a double play this year. So that'll bring up Bill Bruton with the bases empty and 2 out. He is 1 for 3 today with a single run scored. 11 is ballpark, 0-3, and that's going to be in his wheelhouse. 17, and that's going to be a triple. So that's an opposite field shot, so he goes to left field. Del Enos is not able to field it cleanly. It gets by him, and the speedy Bruton will race into third with his second triple of the season. The Braves haven't hit any home runs, but they're getting their fair share of extra base hits. Got 5 doubles and a triple. That's Johnny Logan. So Robin Roberts will be fatigued if he gives up this run. Logan is doubled twice and flied out. So 5 is tough, 22, and he gets Logan swinging. So he bears down, gets the Milwaukee shortstop to chase a pitch. So they get no runs on 2 base hits and leave 1 on. So that double play hurt. Top of the 7th inning. Lou Burdett will face Neros, and again, don't have his card, so we'll let replay do it. So he flies out to right for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
That brings up Robin Roberts, who is struck out and reached on an error by Joe Adcock, two-base error. 3 is Patient, 77. So that's going to be a fly out to Bill Bruton in center field for the second out of the inning. Richie Ashburn is 1 for 3. '27-year-old veteran. So 4 is tough. 45 will be just out of the single range, and that's a pop out to third base. That's in foul territory. Matthews is able to get it at the rail, and the Phillies go down in order in the 7th. So it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Eddie Matthews will lead off things here in the Milwaukee 7th. He walked and scored his last at bat, 0 for 2 for the day totally. That's Patient 21, and he will walk again. So even in this slow time, Matthews is walking, but obviously with his home run power, walking is not enough. We need him to start connecting on some things if we're going to make a run for the pennant. Let's see, he is a 4B. Oh, he's got it. So that's going to be a B4 on the steal. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're past. Yeah, we're 4 innings in the 7th. So I'm gonna say he holds up. They're not going to try to rub it in here. Of course, I don't know. With Narrows not being that great, and Philly lineup is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to let him go ahead and try. So I said he's a B4, and that's going to be the excellent opportunity, and he is safe. So he will steal that one. That would be his 5th stolen base of the season. He had 10 in real life. And he couldn't pass that one up. So Eddie Matthews is at second with Joe Adcock. Joe is 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. So he has put the hurt on Roberts this afternoon. So that's Wheelhouse 16, and it is gone. That's a line drive into left center field. So he hits a rope out to left center field. Enos and Ashburn watch it go. That's home run number 10. Joe Adcock, what a day he has had. Gives him 4 RBIs today, 4 for 4. And he's got 2 doubles and home run number 10. So that'll be it for Roberts. Let's see. They're going to bring in probably not their best reliever. They'll bring in B.J. Miller. So far, Bob J. Miller is 2-2 in 38 innings pitched. He's 4.89 ERA. There he is. So he has started 14 games, only relieved in 2. So he will be facing Andy Pafko, with 2 runs already in and no outs. 8 is in play. 29 for the righty. He's just out of the range. And that's going to be a pop out to Hamner at second base. He calls everyone off and squeezes it for out number 1. Oh, let me put Bob Miller in the book here. Hank Aaron is 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI single. Eight is in play, 36, and that will be a pop out to Torkelson. And there are 2 away. Del Crandall. 0 for 3 today. Got his average down to a robust 203. 10 is patient, 42, and that's going to be a single. Bat blooped into right field, so he doesn't get all of it, but enough of it to get it past Hamner. And he gets his first hit of the day. He's a 3F, not going to be going anywhere. Danny O'Connell is 3 for 3 today. Double, infield single. 6 is in play, 31, and that's going to be good enough for a hit. So the Braves are just hitting it good today. That's a long single into the gap. Crandall is a 7, so he will automatically be able to make it to third with 2 outs. And so Danny O'Connell is 4 for 4 today. So he is a 3D, so we got a 6, so he's not going to be going anywhere. And it brings up Lou Burdette. He is 0 for 3 today. Ten is patient, 63. And that would be a ground ball to Granny Hamner. And Granny throws it to first to end the inning. So the Braves are able to tack on 2 more thanks to Joe Adcock's 10th home run of the season. We got 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors, and they left 2 on. So the Braves are up 7-1. Willie Jones, the second hitter in the lineup. He is 1 for 3 today against Lou Burdette. 8 is in play, 34. And that's going to be a pop out to Logan at short. 1 away. A lot of pop outs today. Don't normally see that many pop outs. I guess Burdette's fastball is moving. Torkelson is 2 for 3. Looking to get a Philly rally going here. 7 is in play, 90. That's going to be a ground ball to O'Connell at second base. Flips it on to Adcock, and there are 2 away. Del Enos is 0 for 3. Historically this year he's beat up on us pretty good, but so far today, knock on wood, we've been able to hold him down. In play 12, and I spoke too soon. It's going to be an opposite field line drive. Lands in front of Pafko. And he has a 2-out hit. Granny Hamner, 2 for 3 today with a double. His 14th double of the season. Oop. I didn't put Enos on first. There we go. There's Granny Hamner. Gotta love that name. Patient 53, and that's just out of the range. And that's going to be a ground ball to Matthews, and he'll fire it to Danny O'Connell at second base. Out number 3. Hamner's retired on the fielder's choice. Once again, Burdette is able to blank the Phils. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Braves enjoying a healthy lead. So Bob Miller is a long reliever, so he's good to go for this inning. He will lead off with the top of the Milwaukee order. Bill Bruton is 2 for 4 today. Braves have 14 hits so far, 7 runs. So 5 is in play, 35, and that is good enough for a single. That's a soft blooper into short right field. Clark races in, but is not able to get it. And that will be a leadoff single for Bill Bruton. Now, he does have the ability to steal here. Let's put him on first base, shall we? He does have the ability to steal, but with a 6-run lead, I think that we will just let it ride this time. So Johnny Logan is 2 for 4. 10 is patient, 42. And that's going to be a single. That's a sharp liner that drops in front of the left fielder. Bruton is only able to make it to second base. And the Braves continue their hitting. Too bad we can't split this up over multiple games. Eddie Matthews has walked twice, 0 for 2. Phillies are at double play depth, hoping to stop more runs from scoring. So that's in play 50. 50 is a fly ball out to left field. So he goes the opposite way. Delinas in left field runs it down. Out number 1. Here comes Joe Adcock. He gets a big round of applause from the Milwaukee faithful. 4 for 4 today. 5 RBIs. Home run, 2 doubles. Quite the day for Joe Adcock. 6 is in play. 5, and he does it again. So he hits a line drive into the alley in center field. All runners score. So that's going to be his 3rd double of the day. Logan and Bruton both are able to score. So, wow. So that's a double. That is his 3rd double of the day, his 16th of the season. Two more RBIs give him 7 for the day. See, so that's 2 runs. So Miller is still not tired yet, not fatigued rather. So we'll see if he can get out of the inning here. Phillies don't want to waste any more pitchers if they can help it. So with everybody hitting, Andy Pafko is still 0 for 4. 8 is in play, 32. And he pops out to shortstop. So, man, Pafko continues to struggle. Unbelievably so. So he pops out for out number 2. And Hank Aaron is 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. So that is a 3 before I spin it over. That's ballpark 41. It's going to be an in play for Aaron. So 1 to 27, and he will have a hit. And he gets an 87. So that'll be a ground ball to shortstop. And Bobby Morgan will throw him out. So thanks to Joe Adcock, they're able to tack on 2 more runs on 3 base hits. There were no errors. And we left 1 on base. So we head to the top of the 9th, 9-1 Milwaukee. So Lou Burdette looking for the complete game. His fatigue rating is 7. He had 13 complete games and 32 starts in real life. So he will face Mel Clark to lead off the 9th. Mel Clark is 0 for 3 today. 9 is tough, 78. And that will be a fly ball to Bill Bruton in center field. Out number 1. Bobby Morgan is 1 for 3 with a solo home run. the only run of the day for the Phillies. So that's defense. That will be an error check on Adcock once again, who already has one error today. He is a 4. So 1-36 will be his second error of the day, and 26 it is. So see what kind of error it is. It's a 1-base error. Adcock not having a good day on the field, even though he is at the plate. That's the second error and the 5th of the year for Joe Adcock. That brings up Narrows. So again, we'll let replay do him. So he fouls out to third base for out number 2. Can't pitch hit for him because of injuries. He's actually the only catcher that they have right now.
2 outs, man on first.
All right. So we're going to pinch hit with the righty. Let's go with Wiersteck. So we'll get his card out here. Wiersteck's batting .268 with no home runs and 9 RBIs for the season. Left-handed batter. So Morgan is on first, 2 away. Burdette trying to close the deal here. That's in play 0-4, and that's going to be a double. That's a looping liner into right field. Pafko runs toward right center. Let's see. There's 2 outs. Morgan is a 6, so he won't automatically score. So on the double, they advance 2 bases, so they're not able to get a run. So Wiersteck comes through with a pinch hit double. That will be his 7th double of the season. So the Phillies have runners on second and third, 2 out. How many doubles was that? That was his 7th double. Wiersteck, double number 7. A lot of extra base hits today for sure. All right, so Richie Ashburn. We'll see if he can regain some of the Philly pride. He's 1 for 4 today. 6 is in play, 0-6, and he doubles. So that will be a deep drive off the left field wall. So he's showing some power going the other way. So he doubles in 2 runs. That will be his 6th double. So that error, Adcock, is costing us some. So that's a double. Gives Ashburn 11 RBIs for the year. Double number 6. So that'll bring up Willie Jones. And that will make Lou Burdette fatigued. So we will have to go to the bullpen for him. Let's see. Let's let Ray Crone do the honors. So far, Crone is 3-0 with a 5.68 ERA in 12 innings. He had a better year than that in real life. He will face Willie Jones here. See if he can shut the door. Not a save opportunity, but 3 is ballpark. That's in play for Willie Jones. So 1-29. And he gets an 85, and that will be a ground ball to Logan at short. He fires onto Adcock, and that is the ball game. So there you have Lou Burdette gets the win to go 4-4. Robin Roberts got clobbered in the loss to go 11-6. The MVP is named as Lou Burdett. However, you could make a good argument for Joe Adcock as he had a great day. So the Phillies are 30-28. The Braves are now 29-27. Adcock 5 for 7, 7 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Danny O'Connell had 4 hits. Logan and Bruton both had 3 hits as the Braves collected 17 for the day. And so we have, let's see, we have evened up the series at 1-1. We've got one more game tomorrow, which is Sunday, before we go on an East Coast road trip, starting with 3 games against the Brooklyn Dodgers. We've got Kurt Simmons tomorrow, who's a tough customer. So hopefully we can prevail against him as we did against Robin Roberts. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully the added things up in the corners was able to add a little bit more to the experience. And I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.